You've been through storms, you've been through pain, you've seen moments where quitting seemed like the only way out. But let me tell you something, the past is not your prison, it is your training ground. Every scar you carry is proof that you've survived battles others couldn't even imagine. Every setback you've faced was a lesson shaping the person you are becoming. You are not defined by where you are right now. You are defined by where you're willing to go. Stop replaying the failures. Stop counting the losses. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions, because the perfect moment is not coming. You have to create it. Your future is not built by accident, it's built by focus. And not focus on what's gone wrong, but focus on who you can become if you refuse to quit. There is a stronger, wiser, more disciplined version of you on the other side of your pain. But you will never meet that version if you keep holding on to the old one. This is not the time to sit down and cry over what you lost. This is the time to get up and fight for what's ahead. Don't waste another day explaining why you're not there yet. Don't waste another breath doubting your worth. Your life can change in ways you can't even imagine if you're willing to believe, if you're willing to act, if you're willing to rise. So today, make a decision. A decision that you will not be broken by your past. A decision that you will not be defined by your mistakes. A decision that your comeback will be greater than your setback. Focus on what you can become. Because the world hasn't even seen your best yet. You are defined by your direction, not your current position. Your potential is more important than your present. Where you are right now is only a snapshot. It's a single frame in the movie of your life. It's not the whole story. Too often, people mistake their current situation for their final destination. They look at where they stand today and decide this is all they'll ever be. But that's a lie. Your life is not fixed. Your path is not permanent. Where you are today can change faster than you think. It changes the moment you decide to move forward. It changes the moment you refuse to settle for less than you're capable of. It changes when you start aiming for where you want to be instead of staying stuck in where you are. Your value is not determined by your current results. Your worth is not measured by your present circumstances. It's measured by the direction you choose and the persistence you bring to that journey. You might be at the bottom now, but if your direction is upward, you're already rising. You might feel behind, but if your steps are moving toward your vision, you're already ahead of where you were yesterday. This is why you can't judge your life only by the present moment. The present is temporary. The present is changeable. What matters most is the course you've set and the consistency you bring to it. If you're heading toward growth, toward strength, toward purpose, you are already becoming more than you are now. It doesn't matter if no one sees it yet. It doesn't matter if the progress is slow. It doesn't matter if your results aren't visible. Direction is invisible at first, but in time it becomes undeniable. Every small step you take builds momentum. Every decision you make in alignment with your future shapes your identity. You become defined by the person you are chasing, not the one you've been. So don't let your current position discourage you. Don't let it convince you that your dream is out of reach. It's not about where you stand today. It's about where you're headed tomorrow. And if you keep moving, keep fighting, keep building, you'll wake up one day and realize you've outgrown the person you used to be. Because your direction is taking you somewhere greater, and your potential is far bigger than your present. Stop replaying failures and counting losses. They only anchor you to what's gone. Every time you replay the moments you wish you could change, you chain yourself to the past. Every time you count the things you've lost, you rob yourself of what you could gain. You can't move forward if you're always looking backward. You can't build your future if your hands are full of yesterday's regrets. The truth is, the past is over. You can't rewrite it. You can't undo it. But you can choose what to do with it. You can let it hold you down, or you can let it teach you. Failures are not final unless you let them be. Losses are not the end unless you stop trying. Every mistake you've made is only a page in your story, not the whole book. And every loss you've faced is only a moment in time, not your life sentence. The danger comes when you replay those failures so many times that you start to believe they define you, when you hold onto them so tightly that you can't see what's ahead. The more you focus on what you lost, the more you blind yourself to what you still have. The more you rehearse your regrets, the more you drain your strength for the battles that are still to come. You have to make a choice. A choice to stop feeding the pain. A choice to stop giving oxygen to the fire that burned you. A choice to let the past be the past. It's not about pretending it didn't happen. It's about refusing to live there. It's about deciding that what's gone is gone, and what's next is worth more than what's behind. You can't anchor a ship to the shore and expect it to sail. You can't chain your life to yesterday and expect it to grow. Cut the rope, release the anchor, let go of the weight you've been carrying. Your failures have already taught you what you needed to learn. Your losses have already shaped your strength. Now it's time to face forward. It's time to step into the new chapter without dragging the old one behind you. Because the longer you replay what broke you, the longer you delay what can heal you, and the longer you count what's gone, the more you miss what's coming. The past can't be changed, but your future can still be built. The perfect moment does not exist. Take action now. Too many dreams die waiting for the right time. Too many goals fade away because someone kept saying, "Not yet." You keep telling yourself you'll start when things settle down. When you have more money, when you have more time, when you feel ready. But let me tell you the truth, that moment you're waiting for will never come. There will always be something in the way. There will always be a reason to delay. There will always be an excuse that sounds reasonable in your head. But if you wait for perfect, you will wait forever. Progress is not born from perfect conditions. Progress is born from movement, even in the middle of chaos. It's born from starting before you have all the answers. It's born from doing what you can with what you have, right where you are. You don't need everything figured out. You don't need every detail planned. You just need to take the first step. The path will reveal itself as you move. The opportunities will come as you act. Clarity comes from motion, not from sitting still. Every day you wait, your dream grows colder. Every day you hesitate, your vision fades a little more. You think you're playing it safe by waiting, but really, you're losing time you'll never get back. Action is the spark that lights the fire, and once the fire is burning, you can shape it, guide it, and grow it. But it won't start if you don't strike the match. The fear will still be there when you begin. The uncertainty will still whisper in your ear. But courage is not the absence of fear, it's moving forward in spite of it. If you keep waiting for everything to be right, you'll miss the moments that could have changed everything. Life doesn't reward the ones who wait for perfect. It rewards the ones who show up, ready or not. You can start messy, you can start small, you can start unsure, just start, because once you begin, momentum takes over. And momentum can turn small beginnings into massive victories. The perfect moment isn't coming. But this moment, the one you're in right now, is enough. And if you take action now, this imperfect moment might just become the one that changes your life. Focus builds the future. Direct your energy toward growth, not regret. What you give your attention to will shape your life. If you keep staring at what went wrong, you'll keep walking in circles. If you keep feeding the pain of the past, you'll starve the possibilities of your future. Regret is a trap. It keeps your mind stuck in yesterday while your opportunities pass by today. You can't grow while you're chained to memories you can't change. You can't step into the next chapter if you're still reading the last one over and over again. Your energy is one of the most valuable things you have. Where you place it will decide where you end up. If you pour it into fear, doubt, and what-ifs, you will only build walls around yourself. But if you pour it into learning, building, and becoming, you will create doors to new opportunities. The future is not built by accident. It's built with intention. It's built by choosing every single day to aim your focus where it matters most. Even the smallest daily efforts compound into something powerful when they're consistent. A few minutes of growth every day can reshape your entire life, but only if you're looking forward, not backward. Regret whispers that it's too late. Growth whispers that it's just the beginning. You have to decide which voice you'll listen to. You can't change the fact that mistakes were made. You can't change the fact that some seasons ended badly, but you can decide what those moments mean to you. You can decide to see them as the roots of wisdom instead of the chains of failure. When you focus on growth, every setback becomes a stepping stone. Every loss becomes a lesson. Every closed door becomes a push toward a better one. Your focus is the steering wheel of your life. Point it toward your goals, and you'll move toward them. Point it toward your regrets, and you'll crash into them again. You get to choose where your energy flows, and the direction of that flow will become the direction of your life. Growth is not always easy. It asks for patience, discipline, and consistency. But regret will drain you far more than growth ever will, because regret takes and takes, while growth gives and gives. So guard your focus. Protect it from the distractions of the past. Aim it toward the future you want to build, because what you focus on expands, and if you focus on growth, your life will expand with it. Your stronger self is on the other side of pain. Transformation requires endurance. The version of you that you dream of becoming is not built in comfort. It's built in the fire of struggle. It's forged in the moments you want to quit but choose to keep going. Pain is the doorway to growth. It is the test that separates those who only wish for change from those who are willing to earn it. When you face pain, you face the breaking point, the place where most people stop. But it's also the place where the real transformation begins. Your muscles don't grow without resistance. Your mind doesn't grow without challenge. Your spirit doesn't grow without trials. Every time you endure, you push past the limits you thought would break you. Every time you choose to keep going, you step closer to the stronger version of yourself. Pain is not the enemy, quitting is. Pain is a teacher. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you patience. It teaches you to dig deeper when you think you have nothing left. Endurance is the bridge between who you are now and who you are becoming. Without it, you stay the same. With it, you rise above everything that once held you down. When you endure, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than the circumstances. You show yourself that you can carry more than you thought. You discover that you can survive storms you never imagined you'd face, and once you know that you can face anything, the stronger self you're chasing is waiting for you beyond the hardest days. But you can't reach it if you stop in the middle of the trial. The pain you're in right now is shaping you. It's stretching you. It's preparing you for battles and opportunities you can't yet see. One day, you will look back and realize the moments you hated most were the moments that built you the most. You will see that every tear, every sacrifice, every sleepless night was part of your transformation. But for now, your only job is to endure, not perfectly, not without struggle, just keep moving forward, because with every step through the pain, you are stepping toward the version of you that can handle more, achieve more, and become more. Your stronger self is waiting, and the only way to meet it is to keep going through the pain until you arrive on the other side. Rise instead of mourning losses. Energy should go into building, not lamenting. Every moment you spend dwelling on what's gone is a moment you could be using to create what's next. Loss is a part of life. It will touch everyone at some point, but how you respond to it will decide whether you remain stuck or rise above. You can spend years replaying what you lost. You can live trapped in the what could have been, but that will never bring it back. It will only drain your strength for what's ahead. Every ounce of energy you give to mourning is energy you could give to rebuilding. And rebuilding is the only way forward. You can cry over the bricks that fell, or you can pick them up and start laying the foundation for something stronger. Pain has a way of making us freeze. It convinces us that moving forward is too hard. But movement is the very thing that begins the healing. When you rise, you take control back from what tried to break you. You prove that your future is not decided by your losses, but by your choices. Every step you take toward building again sends a message to the world and to yourself that you are not finished. You are not defined by what you've lost. You are defined by what you choose to do next. Loss can become the reason you stop living, or it can become the reason you start living differently. You can use it as an anchor that keeps you in the same place, or you can use it as a launching pad that sends you further than you've ever been. When you rise, you honor the lessons that came with the loss. You turn pain into purpose. You turn grief into growth. You turn endings into beginnings. The truth is, life will never stop giving you reasons to mourn. But it will also always give you the chance to rise. The question is, where will your energy go? Will it go into replaying the hurt? Or will it go into shaping a future that makes the hurt worth enduring? You can't change the fact that something was taken from you, but you can change what happens next. You can build again. You can dream again. You can rise higher than you were before. Not because the loss didn't matter, but because your life matters more. And the best way to honor what's gone is to rise and create something worth living for. Stop doubting your worth. Self-belief is the foundation of a comeback. You cannot rise if you are convinced you don't deserve to. You cannot rebuild if you believe you are too broken. Every victory begins in the mind, and if your mind is against you, you will lose before you even start. Doubt is a silent thief. It steals your confidence. It steals your courage. It steals the opportunities that were meant for you because it convinces you not to try. When you tell yourself you're not enough, you build walls around your own potential. You lock yourself out of the life you were meant to live. You start to settle for less than you're capable of because you think less is all you're worth. But worth is not determined by your mistakes. It's not decided by your failures. It's not erased by the seasons you've struggled through. Your worth is unshaken by your past. It was there before you failed, and it's still there after. The only thing that changes is whether you believe in it. Self-belief is not about arrogance. It's about knowing you have value, even when the world tries to convince you otherwise. It's about trusting that you can rise again, even if you've been knocked down 100 times. Every comeback story begins with a decision to stop listening to the voice that says you can't, a decision to start listening to the voice that says, watch me. If you believe you're capable, you'll find the strength to keep going when things get hard. If you believe you're worthy, you'll keep chasing the opportunities that others walk away from. And if you believe in yourself, you'll be willing to try again no matter how many times you've fallen. Doubt will always try to creep in. It will try to remind you of every flaw, every failure, every weakness. But you must remind yourself of every win, every lesson, every moment you kept going when you wanted to quit. That's where your power is. That's where your comeback begins. The world will not hand you confidence. You have to build it. You have to decide that your story is not over, and that you are worthy of a new chapter. And the moment you believe that, you shift from waiting for change to creating it. You stop asking for permission to rise, and you start rising. Because when you know your worth, nothing can keep you down for long. And when you believe in yourself, your comeback is already in motion. Decisions create destiny. Your choice to keep going changes your life. Every turning point begins with a decision, not chance, not luck, not someone else's approval. Your life shifts the moment you decide it will. One choice can change your path completely. The decision to rise instead of stay down. The decision to try again instead of give up. The decision to keep moving forward even when progress feels invisible. Each decision you make becomes a brick in the road you're building. Some people wait for the right circumstances before they act. But the truth is, the right circumstances are often created by the decisions you make today. You don't need everything figured out to choose your next step. You just need the courage to take it. Every time you choose to keep going, you're writing a different future for yourself. Every time you decide not to quit, you're building strength that will carry you through the next challenge. Small choices add up. A single step may feel like nothing now, but over time, those steps will lead you somewhere completely new. Your decisions decide your direction, and your direction decides your destiny. If you decide to stand still, nothing changes. If you decide to turn back, you'll repeat the same cycle. But if you decide to move forward, even slowly, you will eventually arrive at a better place. The choice is yours every single day, and no one can take it from you. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you control how you respond. You control whether you rise or stay down. You control whether you use the pain to grow or let it break you. Your future is being shaped in this moment by what you decide to do next. It's not the big dramatic moments that shape most destinies. It's the quiet, consistent choices to keep going when it would be easier to stop. When you choose to keep going, you open the door to possibilities you can't even see yet. You make it possible for the breakthrough to happen. You make it possible for the victory to come. No one can walk this road for you. No one can make these choices on your behalf. Your destiny is in your hands, and your decisions are the map. Every decision matters, and the most powerful one you can make is the choice to keep going, no matter what stands in your way. Your best is yet to come. What's ahead is greater than what's behind. No matter how good your past moments were, they are not the peak of your life. No matter how hard your struggles have been, they are not the end of your story. The road in front of you holds more than the road you've already traveled. Your greatest victories have not yet happened. Your most important breakthroughs have not yet arrived. Your most fulfilling moments are still waiting to be lived. It's easy to believe the best days are in the past, especially when life has been heavy. It's easy to think that what you've lost means you'll never rise again. But the truth is, The best chapters are often written after the hardest ones. The storms you've been through have prepared you for brighter days. The battles you've fought have given you the strength to seize bigger opportunities. The pain you've endured has given you the wisdom to value the moments to come. What's behind you cannot limit what's ahead of you unless you let it. Your past is not a ceiling, it's a foundation. Every step you've taken has been laying the groundwork for something greater. Even the setbacks have been part of the preparation. You might not see it now, but one day you'll realize that the delays, detours, and disappointments were all leading you to something better. Life has a way of surprising you when you refuse to stop walking forward. Opportunities appear, doors open, people come into your life who change everything, but none of that happens if you stay stuck looking backward. The road behind you is already written. The road ahead is still yours to create. You get to decide how the next chapter unfolds. You get to decide whether you walk into it with hope or with fear. If you believe your best is still ahead, you'll keep moving with expectation instead of regret. You'll keep looking for possibilities instead of problems. You'll keep pushing forward instead of giving up. And in time, you'll see that belief come to life. Your greatest moments will not happen by accident. They will happen because you chose to keep going, to keep building, to keep believing. The future is calling you, and it's offering more than you've ever had before. Your best is not a memory you've already lived. It's a reality you've yet to step into. What's ahead is greater than what's behind. So lift your eyes from the past. Fix them on the horizon. Take every step with the confidence that something greater is on its way, because you haven't seen your peak yet. You haven't reached your limit. The story is still unfolding, and the next chapter could be the one that changes everything. Walk forward with faith, push forward with strength, and never forget the best is yet to come.